Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. It's Patty from Patty's Purse. A little bit about me if you're new here, and I hope that you're new and you're sharing. I do these morning ramblings in the car. Yes, I'm in my car. Going to work. I get about a 10 to 15 minute ride, and it's early in southeastern Massachusetts. I'm actually right in the middle of about an hour south of Boston and 45 minutes to Cape Cod. So I'm right there stuck in the middle, which is good. Stuck in the middle with you. I like that song. So let's just jump in right into two important things today. One being finances and one being my GLP-1 journey. Today is week, I want to say 8. I started May 30th. So about week 8 on my Zepbound journey. I started Zepbound on May 30th. That was my first shot. So it's actually this is my 9th shot. And I was down 0.6 this morning, which, is okay. I know it's not it's okay. I think I've been doing really good with eating. Almost feel like I'm not eating enough. So a couple weeks ago, I decided instead of tracking everything in a FitnessPal or a Carb Manager, where I was getting obsessed with, really logging it and getting obsessed and upset if I didn't log it. It was really taking too much of my mind energy away. So I decided to just write down and keep a daily food log. At the end of the day, or first thing the next morning, I throw it into ChatGPT as specific as possible, and I just get my total. I really don't care about the calories, although I do and I don't. It's one of those things. So at the end of the day or the next day, I throw it into ChatGPT, and I just get an idea of what my calories, protein, and carb intake is. And I've been satisfied with. I don't do anything with. I've been satisfied because at least it's written down, but I don't do anything with it. I don't say, "Oh, that was high. Oh, that was low. Oh." Except for my carbs, of course, I always say, "Ooh, that's a little high." Well, whatever. I don't eat bread, so I don't eat bread. So it's just maybe natural carbs from what I'm eating, and so every time I eat a meal, I'm just very mindful of what the meal is, and then I just write it down. I keep it on a daily food log in my all-in-one planner, because this channel isn't all about GLP-1 journey. It started out as you can tell, Patty's Purse. It started out as a budgeting channel. I have quite a bit of videos, and I'm still on that finance journey. So I keep the name the same, but I hope that people come over to see my budgets, my shopping hauls, and of course my now GLP-1 journey. I kind of went back and looked at my medical record in the last couple of days to kind of see where I've been, and I think sometimes we all need to do that, because we do get stuck on what the scale says and what that number is, and it's all about numbers. I actually have a video on here, it's a very older video, called, It's All in the Numbers. So if you want to go back and watch that, it's actually all in the numbers, something to do with my personal life and my babies, but it resonates with, the weight loss, the finances, everything. We remember numbers, if somebody were to ask me what's the cell phone number of your best friend, okay, I could relate, I could do that like that, right? But I don't know what I'm trying to say, other than I am trying to ramble, and that's why these videos are called Morning Ramblings. I'm just saying that I went back on my medical record to see how far I've come, okay, which is really funny, because I look back at my medical record of my daughter, who is going to be 14 a week from Sunday, right? She started out in this world at 1 pound 3 ounces. I'm sorry, 1 pound, 13 ounces. That's how much she weighed. And, you know, and now she's, you know, hopefully she's close to 50 pounds. So she's really still a lot, you know, underweight. She's underweight for her age and stuff. But, you know something? She's come a long way. I mean, gosh. I was talking to somebody last night, a friend of mine, and I said, you know, that lady over there, which happened to be her, Gracie's ex-OT many moons ago. You know, I remember the days when she was, you know, she scared us frightened parents and said when Grace was 3, she was going to never use her right side and she was never going to use her right hand. And she uses her right hand. She doesn't walk by herself, but she walks by herself with us holding one hand. So I think it's just a matter of time. And you know what? It is what it is, right? So anyways, I was going back on my medical record, and I did have the gastric sleeve done in 2019. At that point, I weighed 280 pounds, which I had lost 20 pounds prior to even the gastric sleeve. So I was like, at my highest weight, I was 320. And then I did the gastric sleeve at 280. And then I got down with that whole experience to 234, and then like between COVID and a couple of years I gained back I think 20. I gained back 25, and now, so being on a GLP-1, before Zepbound I was on something else. Last year I was on Trulicity and phentermine, which I think worked great for me. Maybe it was a combination of the two. But now my health insurance won't pay for phentermine. I always wondered if you can get on phentermine without going through the insurance, like without even the insurance knowing that you're on it. I mean, I guess you can. I mean, I don't know what it would cost without insurance, though. But regardless, I've been doing the Zepbound, and the Zepbound, you know, I do believe is working, and Zepbound is just one aspect of the weight loss journey, right? My mindset, my positive mindset, keeping a positive mindset, writing it down for me. I absolutely have to do that as much as I can. I usually don't write down on the weekends, but I don't eat as much either. I really try. I kind of track it in my brain with, you know, less carbs, etc. So anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm at 7.5 minutes. I don't want you guys to be bored. But for me, writing it down, keeping a journal of my, you know, how I feel, etc. Taking fiber supplements as much as I can. Taking my vitamins, you know, etc. Down 0.6 isn't bad. I am, since I started Zepbound at 247, I'm at 239. So, you know, that's what, 9 weeks at, you know, 9 pounds, let's say, 8 pounds. You know, yeah, sure. Do I wish it was more? Of course we do. Do I wish I had more money? Of course I do. It is what it is. As long as we're moving in the right direction, and whatever direction that may be. For me, it's obviously lower numbers, and with finances, it's higher numbers. Or paying down debt is lower numbers. All right, I'm out. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Happy weekend. We have a work party tomorrow that I'm excited about. I have a lot to do for it. And Grace wants to go out to dinner tonight, so we have to do that, which I'll probably just get a salad or something. I don't know. I always say that. I always say I want to get a salad, but then that's, you know, eating salad all day with no protein isn't good either, right? I don't know. I don't want to starve my body, and I don't think I am. I'll just tell you, today I'm drinking a coffee now because I got up late, and then for breakfast I'm going to have egg salad and like maybe a quarter of a cup of egg salad. I have a Starbucks drink to drink, maybe around 10 or 11, like an energy drink. And then I bought a tub, you know, a sub in a tub from Jersey Mike's last night, and I didn't eat it. So I'm going to have probably some of that just feel like I have a lot to do today. I'm creating these little trophies for my guys at work for the party tomorrow. So that's kind of why I kind of feel like a little discombobulated this morning. And I do have a lot of work to do. So, but I only really get paid 40 hours, and I know that I've already worked quite a bit of hours this week, so I'm not gonna I'm not putting in a full day today. Just not gonna do it. I'll probably leave by like 1:30 to be honest, and even then that's probably like an hour over. But it is what it is. All right, I said I was gonna go 2 minutes ago, and I'm going now. So bye bye. Have a nice day. Happy Friday.